My name is Simon and today I'm going to talk about the Meike 25mm T2.2 cinema lens. I've been using this lens for more than a year now, maybe even close to 2 years now, both for work in a studio or with live streams with the BMP-CC 4K and for my hobby films you'll see here on this channel. This review is based on using the Blackmagic cameras, and even though I shoot mostly hobby films, a nice prime cinema lens is a useful tool. Firstly, let's talk about why this is called a cinema lens. There is some minor differences between a cinema lens and a photography lens. The light is measured in T-stops instead of F-stops, and the markings for both focusing and the T-stops are normally placed on the side of a cinema lens, as they are with this lens too, instead of being on the top as most photography lenses. And normally cinema lenses like this Meike MFT cinema lens comes in sets that are quite similar in size and weight. This means that they are built to use, for example, the same ND filters or promise filters and so on. So if you swap them out, you don't have to adjust your entire kit to do so. And here's 7 reasons that I love this cinema lens. Number 1 is the build quality. I think these lenses feel like very solid and feel like they are much better than their price range. They also have a nice weight, which feels like they are very sturdy, but they are not heavy at all. It just feels like great quality. And both the aperture ring and this focus ring feel sturdy and smooth overall. This lens helps me to learn how to manual focus. Normally I've been relying on autofocus all my life. And number 2 is a quick one. I love the size of it. These lenses are quite small for cinema lenses, and this pairs nicely both with the Blackmagic 4K camera and especially also with the old Blackmagic original. Reason number 3, I love these lenses. As the name suggests, MFT is a native micro four thirds mount, which make them perfect for my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K and the Blackmagic Pocket Original. I have not invested in a speed booster yet, and I'm not even sure that I'm going to do so in the future. I actually have one Canon EF lens, but the speed booster costs the same as the camera does in my country. But with these MFT mount lenses, I don't need a speed booster. Reason number 4 is the price. It's priced around $400, sometimes less, sometimes more. But if you take into account the shipping, it's around $400. This allows you to build up a set of lenses even though you're not making the big bucks yet, and even if you're a hobbyist like me. I know this price would still seem like a lot for many people, but it's actually very cheap for cinema lenses if you compare like to other cinema grade lenses. And if you have a Blackmagic Pocket 4K and a set of these Meike MFT lenses, then it's not the camera quality or picture quality that sets you back to be a filmmaker. Reason number 5 is what I want to call T2.2. This is not the fastest of lenses, but as a cinema lens for this particular price and for me learning how to do manual focus, this lens is just quite good. T2.2 allows for like shallow depth of field and also is quite good at doing low light and evening shoots as well. Of course, this can't compare to a full frame camera, but it is a good beginning to start to learn manual focus. Reason number 6 is the image quality. Pairing this Meike cinema lens with the Blackmagic RAW from the Blackmagic cameras, the Meike lens just produces great image quality. I love the look from these lenses more than I love the look from the Sigma 18-35 lens. I know this might start a riot, but I think this lens is more balanced between not being too sharp and not being too soft. Somehow it just feels more cinematic, if you know what I mean. I think the flares are nice, I think the bokeh is nice, and this is just my opinion. I don't know how to explain it, I just love this lens. And number 7 is the feeling inside. This lens is the reason I fell in love with the Blackmagic cameras. This lens is also the reason I enjoy shooting with manual focus and want to learn more about cameras. So I guess this lens is somehow also the reason that this channel even exists. More importantly, for you to really enjoy this lens, please watch this video right here. This is my latest footage of me using this lens that I've been talking about, the 25mm Meike MFT lens. I hope to see you in the comments on this video as well.